There's a clear biblical prohibition to make a shvuas shov, an oath that's impossible to keep. As an example of this, the Talmud says that since it's impossible to live for 7 days without food or drink, so if someone says, I swear I won't eat or drink for a week, he has immediately transgressed this sin. So it's strange that at the end of this week's Parsha, Parshas Ki Sisa, the Torah tells us that when Moshe Rabbeinu spent 40 days on Mount Sinai, lechem le'ochal umayim le'shasa, he ate no bread and drank no water. How could that be? He was a human being. Naturally and halachically, a human being can't survive that long without food or water. The commentaries offer 3 fascinating explanations. The Rambam explains that Moshe remained fully human. His body still required food and drink, but God performed a continuous miracle, sustaining him beyond nature the entire 40 days. So it was a miracle. A second explanation takes a different angle. There was no open miracle, but Moshe was so immersed in divine revelation, so filled with joy and total focus, that his spiritual intensity overpowered his physical needs and sensations. His soul truly eclipsed his body. The third explanation goes even further. Moshe himself was transformed. On Sinai, he rose to the level of an angel, a malach. Angels don't eat or drink because they don't need to. And at that spiritual height, neither did Moshe Rabbeinu. The Talmud teaches that when you have multiple Torah perspectives, Elu ve'elu divrei Elokim chayim, they're all words of the living God. Therefore, the Rebbe suggests a fascinating approach, that all these 3 views are really true, but each one corresponds to one of the 3 times that Moshe Rabbeinu ascended the mountain. The first time, he went to receive the miraculous tablets, carved and written by God, so his survival was also miraculous. The second time, says the Rebbe, he went to plead for forgiveness after the egel, after the golden calf, and because he was so absorbed in prayer, he transcended himself. The third time, when he went to receive the Luchei Shniyos, the second tablets, in a fully refined state, he was then transformed to be like a malach, an angel. The message for us is truly wonderful. Spiritual growth looks different at different times. Sometimes God carries us with open miracles. Sometimes passion and purpose lift us ourselves beyond our limits. And sometimes, slowly, our very nature changes. The goal isn't to stop being physical. It's to refine ourselves so deeply that our inner light begins to shine through everything we do, even in our material lives. Wishing you and yours a Shabbat Shalom u'Mevarach.